Saturday the 8th of March. The first English Parliament was established in 1265. They needn't have bothered, if you ask me. Johnny came knocking on my bedroom door since 9:14 a.m. I felt dead to the world. And then when I finally let him in, he started asking me about his past girlfriend, Georgina White. If she's seeing anybody now or not. Questions I honestly couldn't answer. So I told him I needed more sleep, and he left me alone. When I eventually did get up, I decided to make his day really, really busy so he'd completely forget about those silly questions, and he eventually did. I felt so relieved when I came to 5 p.m, which is the time we had to be back at St. David's Hall for our next night. We finally left at 10:47 p.m. Never been relieved to leave his clinging family. But I did thank them for their kindness and gave them some Thornton's finest. Once our performance did end and everything quieted down, Mr. Richards thanked us all for a brilliant evening and reminded us that our next concert was at the Milton Keynes Theatre on Wednesday the 27th of October at 7:30 p.m. Sunday the 9th of March. Joseph Stalin's daughter defected to the West in 1967. Stalin, the infamous leader of the Soviet Union, couldn't even control his own daughter. We finally got home at 4:33 a.m. The rest of the day was spent in bed. I couldn't even get as much sleep as I needed because Sophia passed her grade 1 violin yesterday. So she decided to play it all day in the living room today. Monday the 10th of March. The French Foreign Legion was formed in 1831. I have no idea who they were. But it can't be good if we don't have one. We do have the British Legion, but I think that's something completely different. During lunch break, James came back up to me. He invited me over to play Mario, but this time it's the Flower Cup at Sunday's usual time of 10. I did not turn him down. Tuesday the 11th of March. Glasgow City Council put a stop to playing darts in all pubs because they considered it to be dangerous in 1939. So boxing, rugby and not forgetting fencing are all safe, but you could break your neck going for the double top. Go on, pull the other one. I was cycling home from school, and I very nearly bumped into Mr. Jones and his eldest, scariest daughter called Donna. I was quite certain they hadn't seen me, so I cycled down the high street and by the post office building next to the Black Bull. I waited to see if they were still in my view, and they were heading straight for the pub, strutting along like they personally owned the street. I had to hide there of all places, so that I was going back home a lot later than I expected. Wednesday the 12th of March. Mahatma Gandhi began a march in 1930 as part of his campaign of non-violent disobedience with the hope that British rule in India could be ended. Well, he got his way in the end, so I suppose it was worthwhile suffering from sore feet. Sophia has been really attentive lately about answering the telephone. Every time the phone goes off, Sophia runs to it, pushing me aside. It's not like her at all. Something to keep an eye on. Thursday, the 13th of March. Adolf Hitler was defeated in the German presidential election by Paul von Hindenburg in 1932. But it only took him 12 months to achieve his objective, so somebody had tipped him off about the old saying, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Mum told Sophia and me that Claudia won't make it back for her birthday on the 21st, but she will be back on the 22nd on the 11:05 morning train. On the BBC One 10 o'clock evening news, I heard that gold prices in New York Mercantile Exchange had reached $1,000 an ounce for the first time. Don't think any girl will want to marry me, but if in the far distant future would. They're going to have to settle for lightweight fake wedding and engagement rings. Friday the 14th of March. In 1992, 150 countries signed a document on climate change aimed at reducing emission of gases believed to have damaged the ozone layer and caused global warming. You never could really rely on those people trying to predict the weather tomorrow, never mind years and decades ahead. On the other hand, Claudia will know exactly what's going to happen. So once she finishes her 2-year Foundation Environmental Science degree course in Truro, she'll be more than qualified to tell me. We've now finished school for the Easter holidays already. Not long now, and I'll be revising all of my 5 AS level exams. But after this Sunday, I must enjoy my Easter eggs in peace. Just after the BBC One 6 o'clock evening news, Mum turned around to ask, "So Clarence, what are you going to do in June? Are you going to leave school and get a job?" I replied, "Oh, sorry, 3 months ago, the 2nd of January, I believe, I'd made up my mind to stay on and do my A-levels. Did I mention it to you?" She said, "Oh, no, you didn't. So you're staying on for 1 more year then?" I said, "That's right." She replied, "Well, it's okay with me, but with your dad it might be a little different story. So you'll have to very carefully choose what moment to tell him." And I do mean that. Wonderful. So whose life is it anyway? Surely it's mine, not his.